If YouTube were to follow its own policies and rules, and if it were to act fairly, then they would ban Brian Tyler Cohen and David Pakman instantly. Over the past 7 years, there have been serious scandals on YouTube pertaining to algorithmic manipulation of content. But something interesting happens when it overlaps with politics. YouTube gets scared to take down liberal politics, but has no problem taking down conservatives. There have been many individuals on YouTube who get flagged relentlessly and suspended and banned for their political opinions. Strangely, liberals never seem to, despite the fact that they seem to break all of the same rules that YouTube claims they're enforcing against. Notably, algorithmic manipulation of content. Recently, there was a big story about AI-generated Trump videos that were really weird. It was weird stories. One that went viral recently was that Carolyn Levitt was having a debate with someone and insulting a journalist. I can't remember exactly what. Someone fabricated this content. Now, admittedly, fabricating AI content is very different from attacking the algorithm with a singular content purpose. But I will tell you this. Without blowing up anybody privately, I know some comedians who got banned for focusing on one particular dark issue. It wasn't overtly political. It didn't break the rules explicitly, but YouTube said it broke the rules because it was promoting content that was detrimental to the audience. That is, in several instances, people for political reasons have been banned. Now, to be fair, I don't want David Pakman banned or Brian Tyler Cohen banned or Luke Beasley or many of these liberal personalities banned. I want them to express their opinions. But I do believe that YouTube should not allow this degree of algorithmic manipulation that these guys are engaged in. Of course, the challenge is because they're targeting Trump, they let it go. Take a look at this story from Wired. Dozens of YouTube channels are showing AI-generated cartoon gore and fetish content. Yep. They say a Wired investigation found that dozens of YouTube channels are using generative AI to depict cartoon cats and minions being beaten, starved, and sexualized, sparking fears of a new Elsagate wave. We covered this on Timcast IRL just a few days ago. We have this from Mashable. 2017. Spider-Man versus Elsa videos have taken over YouTube and it's so confusing. What is going on? You can see the videos were taken down. This is where things get interesting. If YouTube were to adhere to their own policies, they would ban Brian Tyler Cohen and David Pakman. Let me show you why. I know you guys are saying, Tim, you've been talking about this a lot, but I really do think we've got an Elsagate phenomenon going on with these political actors. Brian Tyler Cohen does have a big channel. Congratulations. He gets lots of views. He gets 200,000 on one video, 200 on this one, 400 on this one, 300, 100, 230, 500. A lot of views. Big channel. He's often featured on the default front page for people who are not subscribed to his channel. Now, what do you notice? Let's go through his video. Trump. I'm sorry, Cory Booker. Trump, SCOTUS, Trump. You get the point. It looks like 9 out of 10 videos are literally just Trump humiliated. Trump, White House rocked. Major bad news for Trump and Republicans. Trump's worst nightmare. Trump appointed judge. Trump scorched earth. Oh, yeah? What was ban-worthy about the Spider-Man Elsa videos? I'm going to say it again. These were videos where people would dress up like Spider-Man and people would dress up like Elsa and the Joker, and they'd run around. That's it. The reason YouTube started taking these things down was that it was taking over YouTube and destroying the experience. YouTube had no problem saying, well, you're not explicitly breaking the rules as we've defined them. You're violating the spirit of YouTube by spam blasting the same thing over and over and over again. Here's David Pakman. Trump, disoriented Trump. This is like the third time I've shown you this stuff. But going over the new Elsagate phenomenon, when I saw this story from Wired, I couldn't help but realize Elsagate isn't the only thing. Back in 2017, what I noticed was the reason we can call out these videos like this one. This is from a channel called Toys in Japan. The original videos were all deleted, but they did try to re-upload them and they failed. Why? YouTube stopped allowing it. So this video has Hitler and Catwoman using the toilet with toilet noises while singing a nursery rhyme. Why? The algorithm was promoting all this stuff. So when we're looking at content like this, and we can see that spam blasting weird, creepy content to children is bad for us, YouTube says, stop promoting it, stop showing it, shut it down. But hold on. They didn't break the rules. It didn't say you can't show Hitler on a toilet making fart noises. The problem was the platform was being dominated by this psychotic, deranged, obsessive content. Here's the problem. Brian Tyler Cohen gets 196 million views on his channel. That's more than Joe Rogan gets. Clearly, something is insane when a dude is spam blasting nothing but Trump, 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 over and over and over again. This is no different than Elsagate. The problem is we as adults focus on the president. We can't see it. It is normal for us to talk about the president. So if you're on the front page of YouTube and you see a video about Trump, you might watch it. But if you actually go to the dude's channel, you can see that what he is doing is 100% identical to Elsagate. He is spam blasting long form videos to manipulate the algorithm and get lots of views. That is against the rules. For reasons in fear of violating political speech, YouTube does nothing about it. But hold on. How come conservative channels had been censored in the past, not the liberal ones? Political bias. That being said, what should happen to David Pakman and Brian Tyler Cohen and Luke Beasley? I got him pulled up. He's not as bad. I'll give a shout out to Luke. Luke does a lot of Trump content, but it's not all Trump. So if we look at I'm going to exclude his main show, members only. Fair. He produces a full show, 144 minutes. You've got Trump, Scott Jennings, Trump, and then this one is MAGA campaign. I don't know if that one's Trump. So you've got Trump, not Trump. So let's just say 2 videos, 1, Trump, 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 Trump. He's got a main show, but Trump, 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 MAGA laughed at Trump. He does do a lot of Trump, but I'm going to give him this respect. The degree to which we allow people to talk about the president or not, what am I going to say? He is the president. I talk about Trump quite a bit. I think it's fair as long as you're covering the news, Trump dominates the news. But when I look at David Pakman and Brian Tyler Cohen explicitly, it's clear they're manipulating the algorithm by creating a political version of Elsagate. That's it. They are feeding the machine anti-Trump content and nothing else. What's the difference? Honestly, tell me, because I can understand political. Spider-Man versus Elsa videos taking over YouTube. What's YouTube going to do? Well, I'll tell you what they did. They stopped allowing these videos. These videos have been removed for violating YouTube's terms of service. Hold on. What? These were videos of people running around doing children's gags dressed as Spider-Man, Elsa, and Joker. Some of them were weird. Like Joker had a giant syringe and he'd chase around Elsa and pump it at her. But nothing was explicitly breaking the rules for the most part. Look at this one. They say the trend shows no sign of slowing. Channels including Beeble TV, Superheroes IRL, churn out video, almost 1 video a week, meaning titles like Double Pregnant Frozen Elsa versus Doctor, Spider-Man versus Joker, Maleficent Hulk Baby. You can say they took these down because they were trying to game the algorithm. What's the difference? Dude, come on. Brian Tyler Cohen is not making a news show. He's just Elsagating Trump. He's found a way to manipulate this the same as they were doing. The titles are all designed to game the algorithm. Trump scorched earth shocking, Trump Latino support collapses, Trump fresh blow disaster update. It's literally all just Trump news. The joke we made the other day is I'm going to make a video and I'm just going to put Trump in the title. It's a joke, but you can see exactly what's going on. We are experiencing this again with these creepy AI videos. YouTube just deleted a channel. Let me see if I can find this one. AI Trump YouTube videos. Let's see if we can find this. AI SLOP Farms. Here we go. Check this out from Mother Jones. Mother Jones is lefty. Take a look at this. AI SLOP Farms are churning out fake, heartwarming videos about Trump figures. Look at this weird AI video of a flag. This is creepy. The judge demanded that the White House Press Secretary Carolyn Leavitt remove her cross necklace, but soon he was humiliated. A man tried to yell at Vice President J.D. Vance in a cafe, but soon he too was brought low. Barron Trump triumphed in debate over a liberal student. I get it. You're saying, hey, wait, these are fake videos, Tim. Did they break the rules? Honest question. The videos are part of an increasingly broad river of AI slop that runs through the internet. A torrent of low-quality, artificially generated content that's as clumsy as it is omnipresent. AI slop is especially prevalent on TikTok and Facebook. Don't forget Instagram. YouTube took these channels down. They took this content down. But I ask you this. A hard look at the rules. What is against the rules of making fictional stories? Many of these channels explicitly put in the comments, this is fantasy, but it was going viral. It was gaming the algorithm. It was hitting the front page. People were watching it. So then the issue is, where is the line in when you allow people to algorithmically game the algorithm? If YouTube was going to be fair, they'd at the very least message these guys and say, guys, you need to stop making nothing but Trump slop. It's nothing but Trump slop. The problem? Overtly political. These are pundits with political views that support Democrats, and they build their platform and make millions of dollars off of making Trump slop. That's it. It may be them actually talking about news, but literally all they do is spam blast Trump to game the algorithm. If they were actual news and commentary shows, they talk about a range of other issues. Look, I can do this, and I look at my channel. Body camera footage on Kelmar Abrego, GTA 6 delayed, Trump executive order, man accused of killing a person, underground bunkers, Democrats. Which one is this one? This one's about Democrats on the manosphere, Democrat launching impeachment against Trump, Democrats humiliated over new report about Abrego Garcia, and I put Trump in the headline, but that was a story about Trump. Mass power outages in EU. Look, they're going to come out and say, Tim's just mad he's not getting the views we are. I'd be willing to bet we're probably making more money than they are. But by all means, they can play that game. If they want to make the argument that they get more views by producing slop Trump content, please make that argument. But it is the same thing as Elsagate. Prove me wrong. Now, they're going to argue, I actually am talking. Dude, it is impossible that everything Trump does is wrong. It's impossible. It's impossible that Trump never has a good moment. It's impossible. Impossible. So don't tell me that you're playing it straight. Brian Tyler Cohen's response to me was that Tim's upset his God King thought the Abrego Garcia tattoos were real. Homie, I made a video and we talked on IRL about how he looked stupid for making that gaffe. Because Trump, it's impossible to always do everything right. I went on Piers Morgan and was asked and said, I think he's gotten some things wrong. 401ks going down is bad and people losing money is bad. That's just it. Whether there's going to be a long-term gain from it, we'll see. But it's impossible that Trump is always wrong or always right. So for these channels that make literally every single video, Trump is bad, Trump is bad, Trump is bad, they're gaming the algorithm. That's against the rules. But you know what? YouTube is biased. Here's my request. Let me do this. I'm going to pull up some of my other haters. Sam Cedar. Let's pull up Sam. The Majority Report with Sam Cedar. What has he got? Tim Pool's dumbest meltdown is his latest video. Maybe his dumbest. You know what? I respect it. Sam Cedar attacking me. I'm a different person from Trump. Venture capitalist. Trump. Mohsen Mahwadi. Trump. Democratic Party's obsession. Bernie Sanders. Republican booed. CNN. I'm going to say this. I will give Sam Cedar respect 100% for this. He put up a video about me. He loves putting up videos about me, but at least he's not spam blasting the algorithm to generate fake views. JB Pritzker, Senate Democrats. I mean it sincerely. Sam, shout out. I disagree with you. I think you're doing WW nonsense talking about me, but I'm going to give you the respect for actually talking news. For real. I want to check this. Hassan Piker on YouTube. I don't watch Hassan. He's got 1.6 million followers. Is he still putting up videos? Let's do this. I'm pretty sure Hassan's going to get the same respect. AI making people dumb. Shout out. Good video, I agree. Ben Gvir, incompetent governments. He didn't put Trump in it. He's talking about strikes in the Middle East. Judge frees a student. Liberals in Canada. Ethan Klein debating Sam Cedar. 400,000. Great. Trump video. Look at that. Conservative Aussie calls me out. Lowest approval rating, but he didn't put Trump in the headline. Look at that. He makes fun of Trump, but he didn't put him in the headline. North Korea. U.S. citizens get deported. It's Tom Homan. Hassan, respect. I'm going to tell you this straight up. People don't like Sam or Hassan, but I will say this. They're actually talking about issues. My concern is the Elsagate algorithmic slop that these liberal personalities, and there's more than just David and Brian, that are putting out to game the algorithm. That's destructive. Hassan having a bad opinion that I disagree with, that's allowed. That's fine. I think he's wrong, and we'll mock him if we think he's wrong. But he's not doing anything morally unethical or in violation of the rules because he's actually talking about news in general and a variety of issues, and so is Sam Cedar. What I would say to these guys is, I disagree with them. I think Hassan gets a lot wrong. I think Sam talks about me too much. I ain't that important, but hey, I guess respect. But these other guys freak me out because they're Elsagate for YouTube. Elsagate for adults. You get the point. I don't need to harp on this. I've been ranting about it for a while because I got to tell you, it is freaky that these channels game the algorithm and gain so much. They make so much money. I mean, they make so much money from doing this. Hassan's a millionaire, but shout out to Hassan. He's talking about a variety of issues. He's an actual political commentator, despite what you may think about him. Same thing with Sam Cedar. If he wants to talk about me, I think it's weird he talks about me so much, to be fair, but at least he's commenting on a variety of political issues. What the is this with every single video just being Trump? That's nuts. I'm going to wrap it up there. Smash the like button. Share the show with everyone you know. We got more segments coming up, and we'll see you all then.